Hello and welcome everybody to another play review. In this episode, we've got the newly released 88 rated Insigne, third in form. Now, I used him in the team that you see in your screen. I've had to sub him on though and change formations to 4-1-2-1-2 since I don't play as a winger formation. Now, I used him as a cam, and honestly, he performed pretty good there. I was pretty surprised because I thought he would just be a sole winger. Now, I used Hawk on him to pick up the pace, shooting, and physicality, but let's get straight into it. Now, this guy can run for days. His stamina up until the 90th minute will at least be a quarter of a bar. There's absolutely no way he runs out of stamina no matter what you do. He's got 98 in-game stamina and he just feels like a machine on the ball. Next up is his dribbling. It's so exquisite. He just toys around with defenders with it. The left trigger, right trigger, face-up dribbling is insane with him. He can do the craziest of things in around the box to make space. He's got 91 in-game dribbling stat as he bangs in the shot right there. Next up is the pace, which is expected. He's got 94 on the card. This guy's little legs just make him feel like he's about to take off while running. Super fast on and off the ball. Toss him a lob ball and he'll just catch up to it guaranteed. He's got 98 acceleration and 89 sprint speed. It's magical how fast he is, honestly. And just look at that dribbling on the screen. Next up is his passing. As I said, I used him as a cam and he felt great. He had sensational short passing and even better long passing. His lob balls over the top are crazy accurate. If you've got a speedy attack, just use it with him. Use those lob balls. They're so effective. He was a complete surprise as a passer once I used him. Next up is his positioning. One of the card's best features. He's got 96 positioning, and that makes him feel like he's always in the right place at the right time, whether for a pass, beating the offside trap, shooting. This is the best part of the card almost. And finally, his agility, which is the true best stat on the card. He's got 99 agility, makes for an insanely annoying card for defenders to keep up with. Just look at that as he flies by, but I just couldn't get into it. Match that with his insane dribbling and just watch as how defenders cower in fear and start jogging with him, like so scaredly with him, honestly. You can tell the opponent is just nervous when that Insigne is around them. Now that wraps it up for the pros. Moving on to the cons. First off, and this was completely expected, is his strength. It's freaking awful. He gets absolutely bullied if a defender catches up with him. He's got 56 strength. If you get a defender on you, you might as well just pass the ball directly to them just to avoid embarrassment. But once he's on open space, as you just saw in that clip, he'll make the defenders pay. Next up is his finishing. Now, although, as you saw in that clip, he finished pretty well, but the first shot was pretty bad on target. Although it was on target, it took more than a few shots in the box to score with him, and you'll see how close I just had to get to score with him. His finishing isn't the greatest, but he does score when you need him to. And finally, his aggression. He's got a whopping 43 in-game aggression. That means he will be winning absolutely no 50-50 battles, no shoulder battles, and if a defender is simply behind him, he's bound to lose control of the ball. Probably the biggest upset of the card. Now, overall, he was a creative player, offered great passing, decent shooting, and a lot of rage quits. For the ultimate review, I'm giving him an 8.0 for enjoyability. He was fun to use. I'm just not a huge fan of the strength and the aggression part. I tend to like stronger cards on the ball. For consistency, I'm giving him an 8.5 for consistency. He felt great throughout most games. He just wasn't clutch in every game, but he was there when needed. Next up is his shooting. I'm giving him an 8.0 for shooting, which was decent all around. Can score when needed, but won't always be banging them in from long range or close range. Next up, for versatility, I'm giving him a 5.5 for versatility. I just can't see him being effective any other place other than cam or as a winger, although I don't play that formation, but if you do, he must be viable there. He's great. And next up is the weekend league status. I'm giving him an 8.5 for weekend league status. He brings the sweatiness part of the weekend league, but he just lacks the strength and the hold-up play of aggression in that weekend league that you need to perform well. And finally, his price. I believe right now he's going for around 290k on the PS4, which is a fair price for what he brings. But if you're on a tight budget, I would not splash all that coins on him. He's nothing extraordinary or anything. Well, guys, that's a wrap for today's episode on the third Inform 88 rated Insigne. Please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Till next time, peace.